Tony Kent Chaze reporting there. Now, the standoff between government and migrant cattle keepers, commonly referred to as the Balaalo, is intensifying in northern Uganda. With just 9 days left before the expiry of a 14-day ultimatum to vacate the region, the herdsmen are standing their ground, demanding compensation before any relocation. Our reporter Joseph Oko gives us more.
On 19th of May, the Ministry of Northern Uganda announced the second phase of eviction, targeting the non-compliant migrant cattle keepers locally referred to as Balaalo.
His Excellency the President directed that now that there is no quarantine in this area and the cattle have been vaccinated, the Balaalo in northern Uganda must leave immediately.
This action is part of the implementation of Executive Order No. 3, released in 2023 to resolve persistent land conflicts in the region.
Guidelines were given last time, the last phase. Guidelines were violated, and that's why we are seeing this happening.
Government insists that the evictions are meant to enforce presidential directives and restore peaceful coexistence in communities.
You remember very well, the President mentioned in his executive order that these people have learned to manipulate the public, and that was the purpose there. That because of that manipulation, and because of that, they have caused that social disruption in the communities.
Area leaders accuse the Balaalo of multiple violations, including allowing their cattle to destroy gardens and mistreating residents who raise concerns, the claims the herdsmen have strongly denied.
The Balaalo were grazing animals, putting on full combat army uniform and wielding guns. So when we started shouting, where are these uniforms coming from? Who is providing guns to these cattle keepers? This time they put on the army fatigue at night.
When we formed this association, we solved that matter, and it has been solved completely. If you today, first of all, how should you? Because we always monitor.
To streamline the process, security agencies rolled out standard operating procedures and guidelines aimed at ensuring a lawful and non-violent eviction.
And all animals which are impounded must move during the day. There is no animal that is going to move at night, so they must comply with these guidelines.
But the Balaalo have vowed to stay. They argue that they have nowhere else to go.
If you chase me today that you don't want me in northern Uganda, where I left I sold everything, and the money I got from there came and bought in your area, or in where I am now. And you are telling me you go. Now the question is, I go where?
The herdsmen are also demanding for a fair hearing, insisting that they are Ugandan citizens entitled to the same rights and protection under the law.
Today you chase us from northern Uganda, and we now also go back and say, let's also chase people who are not from our area. And also the people from Central say, if you know you are not from Central, you are not an origin or a native of Central, go away. What country is that?
With only 9 days to go, the countdown continues amid rising tensions. It remains to be unseen whether the government will enforce the deadline or heed to the herdsmen's plea of compensation. Oko Joseph, UBC.